What's going on, collective? I hope you're well. Okay. Lately the car's been jumping. Intuition. I can't even get my little greetings and everything. You know what I'm saying? My little salutations and stuff out. Intuition. Emotional. Okay. Okay. What's going on? I hope y'all doing all right. Legal issue outcome. Mm. Plan. Mm. Mm. Somebody might be trying to come in and manipulate your emotions, collective. I don't know if you have a lawsuit with somebody or they have a lawsuit going on. There's a legal issue outcome. Something about your emotions, what I need to know. Mm, mm, mm. It's got that energy on it, y'all. Okay, where we going? Somebody need to know something. Let me see. Okay, I see dirty money, illegal. Something illegal has taken place, possibly even fraudulent, or they're having something taken away from them, repoed from them. I'm not sure what this has to do with you. I don't know. I feel like there's a plan here to come get some information from you, or maybe this is you needing to know the outcome and how you should, approach something. Now, I don't give legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. So use this information, get yourself a lawyer, somebody that can help you. Use it how it reverberates, but don't use it as legal advice. Okay? I don't know what's gonna come up yet, so we're gonna see. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna put it up under emotional. Swept up. Clarify intuition, spirit. Heart to heart. Okay. Deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. You could be intuiting that somebody is going to come towards you to have a conversation or wants to come towards you to have a conversation. Kinky ways fell out. I don't know how that applies. Tell us more, heart to heart. Spiritually woke. The blues. Scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. Okay, it came out in reverse. It's like somebody's trying to get out of something. They're trying to get out of some sort of mental distress. There's a need to have a conversation, possibly with you, or a desire to, because you're spiritually woke. Self awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. Now you could have already advised someone intuitively. You could have already had this heart to heart conversation. Clarify swept up in emotional. SOS in reverse. Distress. Act with urgency. Assistance needed. Give me one more. It's like, oh, they felt what you were saying at the time, but they didn't want the help at the time. Okay? They felt what you were saying, but they didn't want the help. They didn't want the assistance. They didn't feel like they needed it. They felt you though, but they didn't want it. I'm picking up somebody who's very egotistical, very prideful, or very apathetic towards their life. Kinky ways, fantasies and fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. Okay, so this could have had something to do with you know, an overactive root chakra. Okay, I don't call nobody no names. That's not necessary. But this could have had something to do with their promiscuity. But they didn't want that help at the time. Maybe you were telling them to slow down. Maybe you were telling them that they needed to heal. Maybe you were telling them that they needed to awaken spiritually, balance out their root chakra. Uh, they felt you, but they didn't want to hear that. Now there is something legal going on. As I picked up the deck, this slid out from the top of the deck. Okay, in reverse. Now I'm gonna put it up under legal issue because it makes sense for me to do so. Clearly, that is like, you know what I mean? All right, so they're trying to figure out how to get out of something now. Tell me more. Or they're not able to get out of something. They got a legal issue. We have by Felicia, something they can't get out of, something they can't say bye to. Snack, obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. So whatever you may have been telling them to awaken or to heal from, whatever they have walked off from you and dismissed what you said, and they went off into their kinky ways. They didn't want the SOS because they didn't feel like they wanted to change. They wanted to be sexually open. They was looking to explore some things where they didn't went off and created some sort of sexual or a binding, because this legal issue could be like, it could be legal or it could be spiritually legal, but it's feeling like they done got themselves in something that they can't get out of, that's connected to whatever they kinkily went off and did. Hmm. Clarify plan. Black sheep in the roller coaster in reverse, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Their plan, rebelling, going against expectation, defying norms. Something has gotten way out of control. Give me one more, please. Give me one more. Mm. We have harmony in reverse. And here's the ego, machismo. Something is out of control. Something is no longer balanced. Like there's a piece, something shadowy with this black sheep. Maybe they didn't plan for that. I'm not sure what this is, but toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectation, masculine pride. I just heard somebody done put a root on them. Somebody done put a root on them. Okay. The black sheep, I'm picking up the nature of sheep having to be led. Something they've followed something. Their kinky ways have led them into something. Clarify what I need to know. Take a how reverberates. They could have went out and involved themselves with someone else who may have done some spell work on them or something. Goodbye vibes present in the moment today. It's in the reverse. Okay. So whatever you told them in the past that they didn't want to hear, that they didn't want to know nothing about, they need to have a conversation with you now because they need to know now. They need to know about whatever you told them in the past. They need for you to come back around, spin the block one more time, and tell them again because they have gotten themselves into something that they feel like they can't get out of, and it feels energetic. And it's creating an imbalance. I don't know if they done ran across one of them good divine feminines, them dark feminines. I don't know what they done, or if with all this machismo and all this kinky ways, they have somebody that is like scorned. And so I'm a see though. Clarify today. If it landed on machismo, lift off. They need you to come back and tell them and show them how to get out of this because you are the spiritually woke one, but you were also the spiritually woke one that told them to calm down, simmer down. All right. Before all of this happened, you was the one that told them to, get some footing, get some grounding. You ain't got to be running around doing this with that one and that one and this one and that one and that one and that one. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to hear you because they had these good kinky ways. They laughed at you actually. This would be somebody that is or was at one time a part of your soul tribe. Or a close friend. Okay. Um, they need you to carry them out of whatever this is, or they want you to. The way this bird is basically taking a ride on this pig's back. Now the water is giving me the emotional. It's like they need you to help them get to clearer waters because they have something going on now with them that's kind of given unclean, like in the body. Something's going on. Or they feel you now. They feel you. They feel you for real now. Now they feel you and want to hear you. As to something you was telling them before. Clarify liftoff. Love bombing. And it landed way over here with the spiritually woke. And it landed sideways. Overly attentive shower with affection for personal gain. I feel like you was telling them to like wake up to who they are and the things that they do. You could have done a reading for them. You could have done a reading for them. Give me one on love bombing. Why is it sideways? Detective and graduation day. It's sideways because um I'm getting a couple things. That's why I paused. Okay, so for some, it's sideways because they didn't want to see, they didn't see it at the time. But now that they're experiencing something either physically or spiritually or both, they see it. They see the wisdom in what you said. Okay? They see the wisdom in what you said. For some of you, it's sideways because they don't, you may have disconnected from them. They may not know how to reach you. They may not know how to reach you. Maybe you moved away from this friendship. Maybe you moved away from this, them being a part of your soul tribe. Okay. Huh. What's going on with this individual spirit? What's going on with them? Which deck? Why the change? Why the change? Strength. Something has humbled them. Something has humbled them. Eight of Swords. They're stuck in something. Five of Swords. Having some sort of realization, some sort of epiphany. The Devil. Five of Swords. You have the Four of Swords. A lot of distress. A lot of distress. Something dark. They self-sabotaged these addictions, these toxicities, the kinky ways. They self-sabotaged themselves. It was in the reverse, which means they've come to some sort of realization. Nine of Pentacles, they're no longer happy with something. Something won't leave them alone, though. They feel stuck. They may have opened an energy up because, see, I deal with all the humping around and stuff. You know what I mean? Not in 2026 and going forward, okay? You might want to slow down on the humping around, being all fast with it, okay? Moving all fast with that chariot. Okay, clarify the Eight of Swords. They in the muck and the mire and something is very, very, I mean, they treading through something energetically, physically. The Five of Wands. There's conflict. What is this conflict? Two of Swords. Or they're conflicted. Ten of Wands. This is I heard Spirit say something that's come and blew their light out. I don't know what that, I mean, I know what it means. Um, or somebody's blowing their light out. This could go back to the root work. They put a root on them. Ten of Wands, burdens that cannot be put down. Something feels too heavy. Judgment. Or they are under judgment. Somebody called judgment. A Queen of Wands. Wow. Wow. Seven of Swords, Four of Cups, and a reverse Queen of Wands. They done ran up and dipped their dipstick and ran across a witch. Clarify the world in reverse. The Ten of Cups. Man, and it landed over here with the Devil, the reverse Four of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This is something they can't get cleansed from. Or at least they feel like they can't, or they're having a hard time with the Page of Swords. They may be really trying to look into how they can. This is giving spiritual bath. You could be a spiritualist, you could be somebody that they know can help, but something they're not able to, they're not having any success of cleansing from. The Fool, the Seven of Cups, Death. I feel like they want to take a leap of faith back towards you because they know you are spiritually woke, okay? And that you may be able to help change something for them, change whatever this is they're experiencing. Clarify the Ten of Cups. But if they're under judgment, spiritual judgment, now if this is, I heard somebody put a root on them and I saw the Queen of Wands, so that could very well be the case. The thing is that whatever they went off and did, you know, Six of Cups. This is either present energy, Two of Swords. Oh, the Emperor, humbled. This person was very prideful. Five of Coins, left out in the cold. Six of Wands, failure. They feel like a failure. They do feel like a failure. It's like you told them that, you see how this anvil is over this emperor's head. You told them they are under judgment. You could have told them that they would be under judgment if they kept moving the way they was moving. You could have told them that there would be karma, that there would be something. If you did a reading for them, you could have warned them to do the spiritual work. They didn't do it, needless to say. They didn't do it. They thought they could handle something, but they failed. They thought they could juggle people. They thought they could balance it with the Two of Coins, but they failed with the Six of Wands. Now they are left out in the cold. High Priestess. The Six of Cups and the Two of Swords was giving me that presently they know what you said was the truth. And they also know that you are a High Priestess. Seven of Coins, Three of Coins, the Tower, Ten of Swords. Damn! King of Cups in reverse. This person with the Six of Coins, this person is receiving these mucky, muddy waters, some sort of betrayal, or they're receiving it because they betrayed someone, they deceived individuals. There's a tower here. Yeah, they didn't collaborate or invest in healing that good root chakra, that overactive root chakra. Nine of Cups in reverse. The Death. Clarify the Nine of Coins in reverse. What I need to know. Nine of Swords. They going through it. They really going through it. They also want to come towards you because they are hurting, heartbroken. They with this Queen of Coins, the reverse Hermit. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Knight of Wands. They trying to find the light. You hear me? They trying to find the light. They also feel like they may need to reveal something to you. Wow. The Moon in reverse. There's something they need to reveal to you or they want to reveal to you. The reverse Strength. Something that they've been hiding or trying to hide with the Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups in reverse. They're being held back from coming towards you though, or they've been holding back. Clarify the two of Wands and the Eight of Cups. The Sun. It fell over here. Oh, it fell over here with the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Swords. Awareness. Seven of Wands. They want you to be aware of something, or they may be holding back because they may feel that you are in this positive energy. Okay, you're in this light, and you may not give the same protection with the Six of Coins. You may not give the same energy that they desire from you for some reason. I mean, because they're going through. But what I mean, for some reason, you won't give it the same way. You won't give the guidance. You won't, because I don't know. I don't know why. Okay. Take it how it reverberates. I don't know if they did something towards you. Okay. Maybe they laughed. Maybe they, um, at the advice you gave, maybe they made you feel that you needed to move away, walk away, and wash your hands of the situation. Maybe they played in your face in some kind of way. I'm not sure. But it feels like they haven't come towards you because this Sun card is about awareness, okay? But what I'm picking up is assumption. Like they assume for some reason, though, that you won't give, that you won't protect, that you won't do the cleansing, that you won't help them get out of this situation. Ace of Cups. You don't love them the same. You don't love them the same. That's what I heard when I saw those two cards. The Magician, the Star, the Lovers. Oh, was this a lover? Or this somebody that you loved? This is somebody that you love. Now, I don't know whether y'all were lovers or not. Temperance, Two of Cups. Oh, this is a lover. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you, it will be an ex, an actual ex, an ex love, an ex, you know, possible love, an ex friend. We got the Two of Cups, the Temperance, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Star, and the Magician. Take how it reverberates. But this is somebody you held a lot of love for sure. You were very patient and very nurturing. Maybe you have helped them before do spiritual cleanses and things like that. Maybe you did a reading and told them they needed to slow down. They needed to, give up certain aspects of their lifestyle and they didn't want to hear it. They needed to gain balance with the lovers and they didn't want to hear it. They're very confident that you can help them with the Star and the Magician, that you're capable spiritually to help them. But King of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands in reverse, chaos magic. This is what they're under. They're under some sort of chaos magic. And it's playing with their head. Wow. Or for some trickery that they did. For some trickery that they did. They under some chaos magic here. There's a lot of confusion. Mental confusion, mental fog. They may also be assuming that whatever they're experiencing, they may also be assuming that either you have something to do with it or that you'll be kind of apathetic towards it because it's like you told them, I told you so type energy, or you don't even know about it. With the reverse spy card, yeah, you don't know about it. You still an ally or a friend, but this is the mind games, though. This is the mind games that's on this individual. They got some sort of chaos magic being done against them. This is maybe what you cautioned and warned them about. This could also be spirit warning you that if they do reach out to you, be cautious. What? What? Okay. Uh, LGBTQIA could be a part of this energy. Okay. I just said what like that because I wasn't expecting that card to come out, but Spirit is bringing that out. So I don't know if this person um, is a part of the community. I don't know if you're a part of the community, but some sort of way that energy is a part of this situation. Ally, friend. Maybe you're not a part of the community, but you don't discriminate like myself. Okay. confidant. Maybe you knew that they were a part of the community. Energy work. Somebody's definitely doing something on their energy. The spirit is saying be cautious with doing any energy work. Not saying not to do it. This person may hide something. They may hide that they are a part of the community. Okay, they may hide that, and I don't know why they would hide that. Spiritual gift, promiscuity, lust, union. Oh, cold. Somebody got way too fucking much going on. Somebody got way too much going on. Maybe that's why spirit is saying be cautious. Because it's not, it don't have anything to do with their sexuality of choice or their preferences. It's some other stuff going on. They don't want that to be projected towards you. Um, okay. Content, happy, happiness, gratitude, healing in reverse. They may think that you have something to do with it or that you will be happy that they're going through it. This person is under some sort of spell work though, so I don't even think that they are thinking clearly, to be honest. Attachments, toxic cords, negative karmic energy, bad habits. For sure, you're not going to be shocked. You're not going to be shocked because you already gave the warning. Okay. And whoever this was may have, I don't know, deserted you in some kind of way. Oh, here's the root word. Whoever this is that put this root on them has some sort of spiritual ranking. And that's why spirit may be advising you to leave it alone. It's something else going on that this person is not going to tell you about. We did see the judgment card. They're not going to tell you about some sort of secret alliance, dark alliance, that they have tapped into something, that they've accessed something. There's judgment on this person. So unfortunately, if this was a past love or if this is a close friend or whoever this was, this is not a situation where um because you care about them or because you used to do cleanses for them in the past or readings for them in the past, this is not one of them situations where it's like, okay, come on, let me get you cleaned up. This is deeper than that. Drugs, medication, addiction, poison. They didn't got hold of something real toxic, like a double dose, like an overdose. Maybe they have made some sort of an allegiance, an agreement. Do not interfere. Do not interfere. Do not interfere. They may want you to interfere. I'm picking up a strong sense of do not interfere. They made some sort of agreement to something. I saw the cult group association in Coven card. So I feel like, yes, they may be a part of the LGBT and maybe that energy is a part of this group or this cult. but they've unlocked something way, I mean, you might have just was telling them, yo, listen, you just need to, do the work. You know what I'm saying? You need to heal. You need to slow down. You may have just been given, just a typical warning, but they didn't listen to that small warning. But that's they had to listen to that, then they wouldn't be in over their head with this situation. Now they're gonna try to maybe come and pay you. Something going on in their phallus. They're gonna come pay you to do the work to help them get rid of something. I feel like once you tap in to your intuition, something's going to be exposed to you that's going to make you to know that, you know what, I can't do the work. I used to could, but I don't know what you done went and got off into. Libra, justice. If you take finances, if you take this job to help this person cleanse up or clean up or whatever they ask you to do, they're going to pay you, okay? But then this will be your energy afterwards. Something dark attached to them. But I feel like they went and did. They went too far with this drugs, medication, poison, toxic, harmful, and then contract. Whatever this is that they have going on with them, they're bound to something dark. Okay, could be a Sagittarius, snap, unhinged, instability, crazy. Man, I'm seeing poisoned mind, a debt that they can't heal. Mm, misleading information. It was in the reverse. This is the truth, and you told them the truth. Take how it reverberates. Snake in the grass, hidden danger, plotting harmful agenda. They may be even trying to transfer this shadow energy to you. So, just this is a friend that know you used to be an ally, but this is something that you probably want to just, you know, keep your hands off of this one. This is crazy. All right, collective. That is the message. Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know how it reverberated for you. All right. I appreciate everyone who took time out of your day, night, evening to spend this moment with me to see what spirit wanted to reveal to us. Okay. Yeah, they need you to avoid. Listen, I gotta show you. They need you to avoid this situation. Where'd it go? They won't let me see it. They need you to avoid this. This person gonna come in with a sob story, but they lying. They gonna come in as if they're a victim, but they're lying. Hmm. Okay, I might need to do another reading because now it's giving me that like they actually avoid. I might need to do another reading on this. Because this feels like, all right, I might, I might. Because I'm seeing something a little more intentional here as it relates to you, High Priestess. Okay? They may not actually be really coming back for help. They're actually coming back to dump something onto you energetically. All right. Let me know how it reverberates, y'all. Like, share, subscribe if you have not. Okay, join the tribe. Turn on that good notification bell so you know when your girl is back with a nuttin'. All right. Um, if you need a personal reading or desire one, click the link in the description. It'll take you to my website where you can book, and I'll get it done for you.